Hello everybody, my name is Link7 and welcome to a brand new video. Now today I'm going to go over a brand new glitch that was just discovered in Waker HD that allows you to skip, in theory, every single cutscene in the game. This is probably one of the biggest glitch discoveries we've ever had in this game. Of course, when you think about a couple of glitches, you might think about item sliding, you might think about barrier skip and stuff like that. However, this one is almost on that same level because this will impact every single category. The only category it won't impact is glitchless because it is obviously a glitch. Now in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly how it works and why it works, how to do it yourself, and some immediate implications that you're going to see in this speedrun literally as of today. Immediately when I wake up tomorrow on Sunday, I'm immediately going to start doing speedruns of this because the time saves are already close to like 6-7 minutes for 100%. So, and there's just more and more skips that's actually being introduced as we go on. So either way, super excited about this, but let's get right into explaining how this glitch works because I'm sure a lot of people are interested in this. So I'm going to try and keep this as brief as possible, but I'll still go into detail. So the main idea of this glitch is that you're basically going to try and abuse a mechanic known as the options menu. Now, one thing I have to mention if you want to try this glitch is you have to own a pro controller. It doesn't have to be a first party one, it just has to be a pro controller. Because if you press the options menu on your gamepad while you're playing with a pro controller, it's going to have a 1-second delay, and then it's going to immediately like double bring up a menu. It's going to do like first the pause screen, which normally is like this screen, and then it's going to pull up the options menu. While if I was on the gamepad when I did this, if I did the exact same thing right here, you're going to notice that if I press the options menu, even though the options comes up here, you just get a normal pause screen on your actual visual screen. And the glitch actually lays in abusing this options menu because the kind of double menu system is really, really janky. So what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and enter this loading zone on the exact same frame that the options menu pops up on the screen. Now, unfortunately, this is frame perfect and it's very, very awkward, especially because when you press option, like I said, there was a 1-second delay, but there are already some amazing cutscenes setups found that is going to make this a lot easier. So here's just a quick demonstration of a quick setup that's already been made. Slash this wall, side hop, slash, 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 and then I'm going to hold the B button. Now, when I release the B button here, it's immediately going to input a spin attack, and this allows me to actually buffer it. So instead of having to frame perfectly time it, what I can do now is I can hold in the options button on my gamepad and then just literally press the home button. And now it's going to release my touchscreen input on the first frame I unpause here, so it's immediately going to register it. And I stopped holding the B button, so he's also going to initiate the spin attack, which moves him forward. And with these specific setups that we're creating, we're basically creating a situation where you're going to hit the loading zone on that exact frame that you need it to be. So if this worked correctly, I should now unpause, hit the loading zone, and bring up my menu. Just like that. And as you can see, the actual settings menu brought up, and then we went through the loading zone, and now we're on this kind of blurry screen right here. Now, this blurry screen is a little bit confusing at first, but basically, I'm actually playing the game right now. So if I just basically press D-pad up right here, you can listen to the game audio quickly. Can you hear that I'm taking out the Wind Waker now? That's because I'm actually playing the game. However, I am also still controlling the actual settings menu, even if you can't see it. So if you pay attention to this, can you hear that I'm actually still controlling it? And if I press start or B, you can see that I cancel out of the menu. But I was actually controlling the options menu while I had that screen up. Now, why is this useful? Well, because you can play with the options menu still open, there are two kinds of cutscene skips that you can do. One where if you cannot enter a loading zone because, for example, let's say I want to skip the puppet cannon cutscene in this case, right? Well, there's a giant door that's blocking me up there, right? So I can't really do much about that. I can't really do this glitch into that loading zone. Well, that's why this glitch is so powerful and why it works for, in theory, every single cutscene. That's because of the fact that what I can do, for example, in this situation, is I set this glitch up right here. Get the pause menu up on the screen at the same frame. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll all the way up the stairs, which is going to take about 20 seconds or so. So right now, I'm literally just going to roll up all of these stairs. And I'm actually like going right now. Link is literally going. He's just rolling and rolling and rolling up these stairs. You can always make this faster by an hiding slide, but it's really difficult when you can't see anything. So I'm just going to roll until you hear that Link basically bonks the door. And he opened up the door. So now, as you can see, if you listen carefully, I'm actually in the Puppet Cannon cutscene right now, but you still can't see anything. But this is where the really smart thing comes into play. Now, since I am in the still like settings menu, if I press down 4 times and then I press the A button, I'm actually going to switch back to using the gamepad. And you can see right now through the, like a little bit through this pause menu that I'm actually in the cutscene. So what I can do now is I can click on OK, and then I literally just on my gamepad right in front of myself, I just click up and click on the save button right here on the gamepad. I save my game, and then I immediately just click on exit to main menu. And by clicking and exiting to save menu right here, I am immediately now going to pull out to the main menu, and now I can boot up my file just like where I were, and I'm going to spawn right in Ganon's tower, right? However, instead of having the cutscene now at the very, very top, because I activated the cutscene and then left, the game's flag for indicating that I've watched the cutscene has already been hit. So by entering this loading zone now instead, it is immediately going to just put me into the Puppet Cannon fight. Now, you might think that this seems a little bit frustrating because, well, as you can see, it maybe is not the best thing in the world to have to, you know, play the game blind. Thankfully, though, a lot of these cutscene loops are not going to be like this, and especially in the beginning, there might be some crazy future setups, but thankfully, as of right now, most of these cutscene skips are actually done in the form of doing it directly into the appropriate loading zone. So I'm just going to use some cheats right here to get up to the top right here, and I'm going to give a demonstration of how to, for example, do this with Ganon, so you can get kind of an idea of how the other method works, because like I said, not all methods are going to be by walking blind. So here's an easy demonstration of a setup that we've already found for doing it in Ganon. So you walk in this corner here, and then you slash your sword, quick spin, side hop, and then slash, quick spin, and then slash, and right here I'm gonna hold option, press the home button, and I'm gonna release it at the same time. I'm gonna bring up the menu, and bam, I'm in the cutscene. I'm gonna go down 3 times, change over to the gamepad, immediately just press up and click on save, and you can see I'm immediately in the Ganon fight. I didn't have to do any sort of movement there. I just had to switch over, and then I just click on, you know, exit game immediately. And now if I go back to Ganon's room all the way at the top of Ganon's tower, what should happen if I did everything correctly, which I mean there's not much ways to screw that up at that point, is that when I get up to the top now, it should simply just be that I can just enter the loading zone and immediately fight Ganon. And you might think this seems a bit slow because I have to get back up here. However, this cutscene alone is 4 minutes long. And as you can see, thanks to these setups, it's actually not difficult to do that frame perfect input, since I can actually buffer it. So, by simply just going back here now into this loading zone and entering this, you're going to notice that I'm immediately going to be put into the fight, and I have nothing to worry about whatsoever. We're immediately in it, and we can immediately fight Ganon. Now, you might be wondering, how is this going to affect the speedruns? Well, as of right now, I'm making this video at 10 a.m. for me, and the glitch has been found for about a day or so. The glitches that's been found so far with this specific glitch, or the cutscene skip that's been implemented that people are actually doing in runs as of right now, are 4 major cutscenes. For any percent, you do a major cutscene skip to skip Helmrock, which saves a little over 2 minutes. You also skip Puppet Ganon, and you skip the Ganon cutscene, which is all major things. And in 100% in all dungeons, you can also finally skip the cutscene of Tetra turning into Zelda, which is a massive, like 3.5 minute long cutscene. Just a really just big cutscene. And in theory, we can do this with a lot more. People have already found out that you can do this with the Earth God lyrics. Earth God lyrics. You can also do this with Racing Tower of the Gods. There are just tons of other stuff. And I guarantee you, over the next couple of weeks, we're slowly going to be introducing more and more of these cutscene skip as we go by. But as you can see, all of these require very specific setups to do consistently. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time for all of these to be implemented. But either way, I am really excited about this though. Some predictions right now immediately. Sub 50, 100% is going to happen for the any percent category. We're probably going to be looking at like mid 40-minute times of this. For 100%, I am estimating already right now, just with the cutscene skip we have right now, probably like a 6-minute time save or so. And with all of the potential ones we already know is probably coming up, honestly, we could probably be looking at close to a 10-minute time save on a 100%. So that sub 5 grind might actually be real. So, and all dungeons, same thing as 100% because they go over most of the same major cutscenes in this speedrun. So, massive things happening in Wind Waker, and I'm super excited about it. And the very powerful thing is since you can choose to wait and you can play the game while you're paused, like I said, if you have a cutscene where, for example, you receive a pearl in the middle of it, you can wait until that point, receive the pearl, and then save, so you still got the item. That's why this glitch is so powerful, and why it works on everything, because you don't just skip it the first frame it activates. You can watch through a big portion of the cutscene, and then skip it if it's necessary, and if it's still faster. But either way, that's going to be my quick little update on the brand new glitch that was just found in Wind Waker HD. If you're interested in this, be sure to check out my Twitch channel right now. I'm going to be going live immediately after this on Sunday with instant 100% world record grind for Wind Waker HD. I'm super excited about this. I can't wait to start that sub 5 grind. It's going to be a lot of fun, so definitely check that out. Also in the description of this video, I'm also going to be linking LegendOfLinkk, which was the original discoverer of this glitch. He definitely deserves a massive shout out, so definitely check him out. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching though. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we're trying to speedrun 100,000 subscribers. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching though. I love you all tons. Later everybody. Bye bye.